we a bema time, time, ye walk by time, we a bema time, ye more, ye more, piao, ye more money, ye more emu. Ekwonaba bwati ye gana boy say, won't kwansuo, eh, Agyin bwati ombrepon, won't kwansuo.
Ekwona na Agyin bwati, abewo dokria nana boss referee nana no. Ya wanya matagana boy, osoda wasi enyado, wanka bibi anchewa no wadane tikwachira wo. Eba sanso no osuru. Enne atagana bosoda wasi, wadama anu amani dini. Agyin treha. Wona atiti nyanka, wona amani oni bie. Wona nufu tabrabati nkwada nyina adwa no toa wo. Omo Appea.
What try you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Aya ye kase, bad time, my baby. Nipa ya dia wasa ye, nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya boati ye, wo kwaso. Yamu money ye, biao. Yamu money ye. Nipa ya dia wasa ye, nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya boati ye, wo kwaso. Yamu money ye, biao. Yamu money ye, biao. What you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Yeah, you can say, what time in my baby? What you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Yeah, you can say, what time in my baby? Oh, what you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. What you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. What you say? Oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Nipa ya dia wasa ye, nipa ya dia wasa na se. Minya boati ye, oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Yamu money ye, BEMPAH time.
Remember a question way so. Me pacho Christianity a religion and is Christianity a religion?
Oh yes, Christianity is a religion. Now, what is a religion? And what is Christianity? Because the anti-Christianity as it, the anti-religion as here. O can't say me I enter Christianity. Enye obia wafa Christo se ni wura na ne kraje nkwa. No. Yes, obi fa Yesu se ni wura na ne kraje nkwa. Wabeye Christo ni dabi. There are people that omo peja omonsa mafa Yesu se ni wura na me kraje nkwa. But baby of Iba no we are cover street. He hasn't changed. Nothing has changed.
True. Me kai say Kumasi say omoye na me wo Kumasi omo be conversion e wo poku are na se me kobia. Say 10 days no mo be dia ni nyina me pagya me saka bi. Enti
exactly.
Me point ya na me call Barnas club na wo eye ho no masa akogina mu ho a nti me kai say ya.
Good. Nanka me ba be kan kra say when will be a debia ya kasa obi mfa Yesu anu ama na nsa soda. But since our kasa wankasa we bi no, I'm going to use you. Now, edi ene wonti ase enti a debia wo kwa no akoma nsa so. Then you go back.
Say
because
your idea be say everyday bia no oye boni nti everyday bia wo say o sere boni fache. Enu nti metume ma adwene say me kwa asore dem a me kwa sere boni fache nti then na me kwa asore ne na me kwosere boniface a ade chia no makoye de me no the following week ma sa be sere boniface ade chia no ma sa akoye de me no saa nti no ye ka se me mpagya me sa 10 times a eno an se me nsa wo soro na me ka saa me firi wa no ma sa akoto so ade chia no ma sa be pagya me nsa
nti na kire se enti ase nya adwuma ma uni made awe
okay
se obi fa Kristo ayemfa Kristo nsa mfa Kristo you can't give your life to Christ. You can't do it. Oh yeah, no life, my Christ. It's Christ that gave his life for you, not the other way around.
Hey.
But and true be better now on nature and true na be no cre. Sana city. And true be tena ho cha e be no cre. And you force a one out you cannot give your life to Christ. Never. It is Christ that gives his life to you. And now the Christ factor, I will have to explain it because Sema explaining Christ to me here. Obia Jenebeye say a Bible mu Christo asema na America.
Yeah, because almost say we a Christian. Christian is not a religion, but a lifestyle of Jesus Christ. Na me who so you Christian. Anything me say the Busa say is Christianity a religion.
You see, even if you say it's a lifestyle, you have to explain it well. Because encrophonim Christo or lifestyle is not the same as meme lifestyle.
Okay.
Me boduku, me car. I don't put on makeup. But I have a relationship with Christ. Mini Yesu, our relationship. And no soon say, Obisha sonka. Na onum bodukua, onuni Christo ni feku. That is not it. Because when you go to Scotland, the men wear skirts. But they go to church. What you say? When you go to Nigeria, honorable men, omufran toma, ewo form no mashe top eguso.
Yeah.
Yes, we are bremone Jew for straight dress. SaGA how she straight dresser. You see, yes, with time said you know more here now. One way Rebecca said, Agyin Asare.
Ebina osibo the Zara man tasha no mucha bonipa. Yeah.
Very good. He believes in a fashion. Now, Ofras asket no nipa bebre kasa. Unim baby a onyane inspiration and motivation if you are any fashion line or any clothing line. What you say? Because these clothing designing now or many advert and farmer, but when you go to certain country, that is their way of life. It is a nipa that's our way of life dada. No ni Christo or fekua. Ultimately compare on any lifestyle to my lifestyle and judge based on it to say mimi nim Christo or no nim Christo. No, you are getting it all wrong.
Okay, necessary no onye makeup na so be makeup on sha asomade na so bi sha asomade ungu chen na obi gu chen no nkere se wo ye Christo ni sene no.
Okay. Christianity is not defined in the way you dress. It is not defined in the am I even using Christianity? On say you use
Acquah. Yeah.
The who belonging to that sector. Not just now, let me explain the concept of God and his relationship with man.
But before that, is Christianity a religion? No, no see na God inside.
Who said Christianity cannot be defined outside God because
yeah,
we are from God. Other people are not going to heaven. What you say? Now that Christianity, Christ was not a Christian. Christ now he was not a Christian.
Hey,
who are Christo ebeti? You're from the people of the way. The people of the way. Into ono ye kwan kyerefo. Now Christo nankasa no obaye. He came to enlighten human beings. Obaso be bie yeni. Ni yehu nipa ko ayeye. Ni yehu ye ne obade no. Ye connection. Now all the ya go back to your root from baby ayayira no. And he is the one that enlightened us. And you know say I am the light of this world. And you ono obebie niyama so, ba niyama no obie so no. Omo pese ye be enlighten no. Em pese ye be koso na ya walk on that path. So they have to persecute you and kill you. Na ya bie asori bi ni ya dinidin ato so. Ni ya fresh asori ne say Church of Christ. Now you hear people quoting from the Bible say it was in Antioch. And Antioch for no efre Yesu asuafo no say omo Christians because they act like Christ.
Yeah.
Now when you go to Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1 and 2 and come share to over Bible say Isaiah shato.
Okay.
Or say emre bi beba emma makoma konson ebe so be ma ba kwa tade no mo aka kire ne say ye bedi ya aduane ye be hye ya tade ne mom udi keke na mayemfa nto ye so na ye nim guase. That was a prophecy into a story, a direct, a proverbial, a abebu. Otiase, but ye the bema and a siho, near the ma account, and ye did aduane atade account. So you have to decode it. So what to me who said the adiane chira over this story na say. Because Bible is full of stories, full of stories. Now the stories no so to say ye na no use story and they pass it on information. Tisana titifo na chiro human in ancient text no enye de mene wo kan in ancient text no ye use ababu we no ya copy ancient text ni bi and ye di bi aka to control me and you and put us in a religion where we cannot come out and we are stuck. And let me explain that very well. Because of a seminar Isaiah ekai say emre bi ba be ma ba kono. When you go to the book of Revelation, now starting from chapter 1 and chapter 2, ubeusa and mass 7 no. Over the book of Ephesians, now called said na Paul eka about our reform. Na odi Christo any asafo no gina ho say ye Christo do asafo no or ye asafo no odwene asafo no sa na be man so ebe do ne yere na enya aware asem na mene mo ka nanso mo betimi afa sa asem no so e de aware enti Christo any asafo na asem no and ye translate it into marriage enti ebedu baby a Christo ye be ma ba ko no e man son asafo different son ebeba be ka say ye de odi beto ye so ne afre ye ho Christofo nanso asem no de ye ya ebe isu yasem because bread stand for word. Into we come Matthew 4:4, Luke 4:4. Bread and a Yesu Christo. Ye catch and say onfa a bone non done in bread. No, you know say it's not only this physical bread that a man will eat, but every word that comes from God is also food. Into you know say bread or Bible man ye na ye pan physical bread. Into the bread that was said in Isaiah chapter 4, 1 and 2. It's talking about messenger yankasa yebedi ayasem the ayashe entade ye here teaching ye here way of life but within pet. So people are using the name Christian, but they are not. Even the idea of Christianity say enka enye a way of life no enye juma, it doesn't work like that. It can never work like that.
I see.
It's not a way of your life because whole life in a different culture, but it's a way of a body. Say the Christo, ebe chire onyankropon way or they are there. It is a way no, and any say wonam sa way ne so there. Then you are part of the way. But say wonka way no there. You can be a Christian, you can be whatever, but unim Christo.
So what is the way? What is the way now? Obechre abodi eno de no.
Ekwonaba onim say wuti we. Awurade na wo kasa e wo kwan a different obeti nka wo mu say awurade ka bibia kere. Me so is a different way. But it is ensuo amane but ni nyina ko to ensuo kese ba ku. Enti kwan bia onyankopon twedi ampon e de me be fa so anante no on fa sa kwan ne wo ekwonaba enante. Now ensem bia me ka wa ha no ebi mu ye du kakra. That's why I'm saying not everybody can hold this. Now when him say yen Ghana haya mamre bi ne yen nananum e de enhaban di pa.
Yeah.
When you go to Romans chapter 1 verse 19 and 20 onyankopon asem oka kire ebinom ana omopese yete ase no omochiro ne say tie or say Romans chapter 1 verse 19 and 20. Okay, 19 and 20.
All right.
Know the truth about God because he has made it obvious to them. Obia nim nyankopon ho nokre. You see nyankopon wonfa ne ho nokre nsie obia. Verse 20. For ever since the world was created, since the people have seen the earth and the sky through everything God made. They can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power, and his divine nature. So they have no excuse for not knowing God. As you're saying, or see if he say a body shall a bo no. Onyankopon di nisu ene ne ban ahihya body a obo ye nyinemu se de be ya obi a be hunu no na obi anka se minim onyankopon twedi anko sana asem no ka Enti wohwe haban, wohwe nature, wohwe science a wohunu Nyankopɔn. Science friend Nyankopɔn the life source and the force started say building we ase. Sa no friend. Yen so a you see ye out of religion ye buy ye friend of God. What you say? Oko India Buddhist for ni Hindu for no. Omo nso omo believe say Obade no bo niema bebre ne firi ne mu bae enti ono no yentimi mfe din ba ko pento no enti ono no oye ghost enti yeduru ba bi ne yehu no a ne ye din bi ato no yedu ba bi ne yehu na ne asan de din frato but what you say enti ye nyina je life source ba ko ne ye nyina ye gidi then so we are still fighting each other say me de ye o de ye enti ye na
Christopher omo so omo ye Christopher ka se ebia nkremofo bekọ bu nsam gem abosomfo bekọ bu nsam gem Buddhist fo bekọ bu nsam gem a na omo nya ntiase se obia wọ ne source a oti eni Nyankopon ne daily
Acquah ebe surprise a Christopher no se omo beduru baby a omo friend heaven no omo kokoto ebinum a omo ye nkremofo ebe kokoto abosomsomfo ebe kokoto adiboneyefo ebe kokoto awudifo se omo te ho anso omo aduo Christo kai enye me nkwa menum asem omo Bible na ka the Bible no me use but Bible a guide it is when who use you be kun who the Bible no be kun ankasa ho obi so be use the rest of your life that because a mystical otiase now obia oka say mimi de kwan amafa so amahunu Nyankopon ne ye we de ne enye nti ono bekọ bonsam gem no is a religion unya hunu Nyankopon because they be unya hunu Nyankopon because wo adwene mu no unim se Nyankopon na de wo ba asase so Kristo ni nim se Nyankopon na de ne ba asase so na obia wo asase so bia Nyankopon na bo no na Nyankopon wo botae ma nti na wo asase we so otiase enti no die nipa ye ne Nyankopon ahyehye dada sa na Kristofo ye gidio Kristofo no ye se nyanwe ahyehye obi ahye
ye mujato da ye na ye mu no na onim ye dada ne ya
enti nipa na ye wo no to Arab no oye a typical Muslim belonging to a Muslim family no obefiri Nyankopon mu aba no wako end up in hell. What are you talking about? Acquah ye won krofo a omunya Christofo omunya sorry them but they have a relationship with Christ. They have a good relationship. Better than those of us in the church. And they know God for themselves. Ya katire ye Christofo say so be a sorry them no nka ho a obekọ bonsam gem. Now bonsam gem no ye creative bonsam gem different from the concept of God.
Wow.
It will be a deep teacher biano obeka say hell does not exist but I don't want to go there. Now obi a deep teacher pa obetimi akachira say look when you are talking about hell know which hell you are talking about because you're the one name hell at 3 different places
and the hell near
hell no a one name you did describe it places by 3 you were Sheol you were Gehenna you were Tartarus but ni nyina your friend hell because you intimi church him enya ye kasa so what you say
I see na church no ye kasa church a dia what is church ye dia
church ecclesia timi church
okay mommy mpacho na pom ti say
Christo adom oba de nene odomankoma abodi nyina ataye chi nti ye hwede rade be
nice one me last video am share na me share mama Grace page so na me catch me viewers say me no wan kasa kra me honto me because na wasam no straight nti na manage ho me po bi a ubusa na yes or no no yes aba me mpe yes na no na stories it's na mama pe say me no be kasa na menya o story ni yi ankasa nti na ne anopetutu me how adwene say nti fa che me say menya no anope why
It is well. Nina come here.
Nice one. Me pacho di can be chere o ye hwan tell us about you. You be see who.
Within the Evelyn. I'm saying within the say well I am very familiar with it. Evelyn India, most people the name me. But men so me Ebradi Nyankopon enko ani bia. Say any mana ye kana ho no. Abodi ani mu chefa ni bi. Me ankasa de me call asofodiem for some years. And you know, I've been in the church, I've had ministry on my own. And now I rather the man anti-bebre. I mean, enough for me to know, say, Oba debi woho. Na on she be the mother sama. The only part of it that na mi no, and I'm speak as say me fifem because me pese mi no kre. And so far so good. Yeah, that's so shia there. Yeah, that's so pepe a body because a body is so pie. And you know, as we are growing, no, na erade. Oh, your body, you know, am I home quite? You share the name with Ubia or Pese Uti, and you'll be an a bit me idea too. And you'll be an a bepe. Now, so Kakrana already, you know, Omukra, catch almost say BBC. Bibi nkoyi etwa se medane me ho nanso onya asem bia mfa ne nan si so and take his decision no. That's the people odoman koma nyankopon ye adom se ye momu hu se de omote nka o momu no eyo no ne momu ni ama bia yesua ni programming bia ya ama ye nti ene ye hu se yo no ene o ka kire se ye nane ye ho. And you know, that is just basically what I'm doing.
Okay.
No one has to say it.
Martina, yeah. Last time you posted a video na also udin de Reverend Evelyn no. Me nya comment o video na say me nya botre kan comment a wo Maame Grace video na say pa because na video no nkofo show interest. Omo say oba oni hu kwan say odi Reverend wo Bible ho asem te say.
First of all, on say me video no nyina me ka de bako. Because people don't listen. You don't listen. A program in BIA and them church because say the ability to listen you understand. But say who need listening ability na obi na dwene mawa. Over time no who ade kra no you just read, you don't study. You just hear, you don't listen. Because a programming. Now, come bia or me video no say me din Reverend Kahon, even though me din Reverend Kahon. Me nye me more din bebia on this interview say Reverend. But people know me. Nipa kakra ni me. Maame Grace kra no difficult no kakra to take away the Reverend and they be an offer Auntie Evelyn. O study video no. Because a system, it is a message dino could being used. People will still address you by that name. It's just a title. It's just me. No, I don't hold those names in high esteem. I don't. I have a name. The conform obey Jumano. Ye from Crampua, Yenfa Bishop and Kaho, Yenfa Apostle and Kaho. Hardly do you see say, Obi kind Bible. Now I friend even Paul, not the Bishop Paul account Eden. But it's like ye picture a daily titles am I want to be without it no people cannot do. And to me bomb me Evelyn be the Reverend crab account. Now with saying that no say I can be a reverend someone who is revered. Ubi ayedi obuo kakra aka ho ama no because of the representation. Enti ne friend. Nanka enye bone say ye be frɛ obi Reverend. Even though sa Reverend nanka san eye Awurade Nyankopɔn din mapa. Then she said ye frɛ Nyankopɔn God no. Sa na Bible say we are also gods. Yes ye nyame nketewa. Enti no who said there are bini attributes bi a enkofo de be ma omo ho a nanka a commanded respect keke, but respect no yen commanded with authority. Respect is earned. And who any respect to do baby obi frewa no ferry so bebo udino keke. But I am very okay with Evelyn. Baby I'm do be me bo me din straight. Evelyn was and I don't add any title to it. But Nkofo will end up adding reverend to it.
Okay.
The issue of Oba, Sema Oba, and Yesofo, Nyame Amfre Oba no. I think that you have that question for me already. When you get to that question, then I'll answer.
Oh, what the fa
all right. Me pese obi a otie me, Odifour, and people who follow me later on, and me ankasa so me followers biti niama bi ase. Anybody that separates human beings by gender, by status, biano onyankan Bible na onkan Bible so that. Because if you have ever read the Bible, say what should that kind of unkase Bible ye nyame asem da, you will not say it.
Wow.
Say what should that Bible? Unim Bible ye unkase Bible ye nyame asem da.
Hey.
Until me ankasa me kind Bible for myself, enye de ye ka kire me, enye de obi ko kind obe chire mu a kire me. I study the scriptures and I approve my points and I prove my stand. And you know, me enye de obi akoka obeka kire me. Now Bible no every culture bi mu na bai. Eye culture bi jidie bi mu na firi bai. Culture no omo said omo bo omo bra. Now say you pese you call the foundation of this Bible ye pa. The whole of the Old Testament is an African history. Change of characters. And this history no a containing cultures bia edu babia a separate mema egu nchen, edu babia a separate ema egu nchen, edu babia a separate stepchildren, edu babia a separate those who are born out of wedlock. A culture. To say Africa ha wo ba ha ye webusuye bi wo ho a se wan wo ba bema wu a wajapade bi ni we beko wo yere ene wo mama ho. It's a culture, it's a tradition. Amamre ene amane. Inti wo Bible num na ebinum a omo nso ebe fia tie se omo beti Kristo som no. Ebinum fisa background ni munti no omo ntumi nto saa amamre ne nkyene eya no omo pese omo de chichire omo a omo firi abonten e ba be wura osom no mu no eya no pese omo de amamre ne chichire omo because amamre eka nipa isu what you say amamre kanipa yentete ye mu enti yentimi yi amamre nto ntwene kra se amamre yera enye possible. And let me give you a typical example. Pastor Biko Nigeria on your platform and o preaching no and o pese o differentiate between is obi a nyame ahira ne ne obi a yepo and o kan say nyame hira wo a udi fufuo jollof fried rice but who ni sika udi gari. Meanwhile aduane a eye the favorite of Nigerians a estafo nyina di eye gari eba. What you say? The next day of the program, na obi eni asori them because it's an insult to their tradition. It's an insult to their lifestyle. Way of life, you have insulted the whole congregation. Say, ye here for. It's no uko picking assembly out of context. Now when to me and chile now pese odi chichiri we are seeing na ebedane doctrine. Na abeye a religious foundation. And it's a religion. Religion comes out of fear and out of separation and rule. Into to me separate you more, you rule over them and becomes a religion. Enti onyanko pon twedi ampon onyina babia ntete nipa enchiche emu se uye oba mene wonkasa uye oba mene umabusua eye nipa dasani from baby ofiba no and ono atiche mu atitim they say Jewfoɔ they have a law Jewfoɔ wɔ mmara sɛ oba nkasa bedwam Nigeria for wɔ mmara sɛ yɛtena se ne yɛyɛ meeting na oba yɛ ma wo kwan a wo nkasa Ghana for wɔ mmara bi sɛ okopie ahemfie ne yɛ kasa agye sɛ yɛma wo kwan unless ebia wo yɛ ɔhema ana wo yɛ abesiriwa wo fie a Odifour wo kasa agye sɛ yɛma wo kwan enti Paul USU sa amre ne amanne we ena odi wura asafo no mu no ka kyerɛ mo sɛ sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ no no because of mmra ɛda hɔ dadanti no mimi mma kwan sɛ ɔbaa ebehia wɔ nyame asɔre dɛm mu a ɔnkasa because babia yɛ tradition no ɔbaa nkasa agye sɛ bɛɛma ama ne kwan enti wo bibi na wo question bia woduru fie a bisa wo kunu no bɛkyerɛkyerɛ ma kyerɛ wo okay amamre ne amane yɛ wɔ hɔ even kwa Israel baby a wo we kra no it is difficult for most of them are taught by their husbands.
No correct.
Oh, because a custom, a tradition. And as a custom, a tradition, and yeah, no, na Christo. Now, when I say Christo, I'm not talking about the Christ the Christians are talking about, and I'll explain it well. Because according to Seneca, the church Christ now, it means to say apart from church Christ no obia ni ho anyamene ne bekasa. But Christo, he didn't come for a church. Christo ye we are seeing nadia.
Okay.
Enti Buddhist, Muslim, and Kanka, obia or person or getting in touch with Nyankopon biano. At a point, no Christo yin ho di kire no. But in his own language, in his own understanding, wherever he finds himself. Enti Christo ena oba beda Nyankopon su edi akire wiase. Na ehunu ni nature ye enye tradition different from each other. But because you done in a religion in a woman and culture and tradition, ye we are the ashim bibi to say wedding is never part of Christianity. And share ama and sorry bia 1 year wedding cra na uye efie amamra e ma won ko be man nchen. That's some churches and into no culture be betimi abewrem tradition be betimi abewrem but enye no na ma define nature erade Nyankopon de ma. I think this far ma chechire mu kakra.
Yeah. Okay, Mati internet say yete de wo kana se de a na che say Paul ede tradition etimi ebewura mu ene control ye ma sansem ni nyina ye de etimi eba so.
Exactly. Or the mra a Jew for mra. Let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 2.
Okay.
Oko 1 Timothy chapter 2 Oko say na Paul ka asem akire asafo no nienti a ono say o makwan na oba bia enye den enkasa e wo bedwem because eye mra e wo oman mu dada.
Okay.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 11 to 12. As women should learn quietly. Women should learn quietly and submissively. I do not let women teach men or have authority over them. Let them listen quietly. For God, verse 13, made Adam first, and afterward he made Eve. Verse 14, and it was not Adam who was deceived by Satan. The woman was deceived, and sin was the result. Verse 15. But women will be saved through childbearing. What's childbearing? Assuming they continue to live in faith. Into your background, continue to live in faith and love and holiness and modesty. But when we are reading, we take context out. We are taking verses out. We are building doctrine. We are teaching because we don't want to give them their freedom. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14. I just want also to understand 1 Corinthians chapter 14.
Okay.
Oh, Afia, I'll bet you came from verse 27 to 34. You can read that verse, but me because of time, mean to me and kind me kind verse 34 down. I say women should be silent during the church meetings. It is not proper for them to speak. They should be submissive just as the law says. Just as the law says. If they have any questions, they should ask their husbands at home. For it is improper for women to speak in church meeting because me an Arab country, a mission kakra. Observation back what me say Arab ni ba as a wife. Only kunu kasa, you don't raise your voice. You don't raise your voice at your husband. You have to speak under him. Say only be mane kasa kana public na bibia. Ontimi mba out and kasa me be chere ma debi. It's on way of life. Ade okagu ni kunu na sum ana oni ni kofi ko kan bibi chere no. Na ni kunu pese osesa na adwen awa baba ka be sesa na adwen. So this is the culture of the Jews. What you say? Jew for na mamre mo oba en. And you know na Paul can say it is the law. And yet part of Christosum emra obi man so mra and ye duma. Now when you come to Ghana, Ghana for ye titini ye ni samra no. A religion ebema ema ebenya certain bibia it's like they have been oppressed. Now when you oppress someone for a long time, who oppress you be for a long time? You cannot press that person anymore. Say obehu no kre no a ubenu hu say o kan share because the kind of force any attitude or the beba you won't be able to hold it. You won't be able to hold it. So onya ni freedom a untimi kan share bi. Now Africa tete no won ya mamre even say woko asante amamre mu pa. Say ye betena se na hemfo kra bebopɔ ɔman ne ho asɛm bebopɔ a ɔmo kasa na du bebi ɔmo se mo ntwan ni nko hu abrewatia ni ye jai dwabɔ no na wo se abrewa bi ofie a ɔwɔ dem ni akɔfrɛ na abrewa wo na wonim ha no amamre wo na wonim history ɔbatan yenye ne den na ɔno mo betena se akasa bɔkɔ nkakra no mo abopo e wo dem anse ye de apie nti na emma e key like speakers on kasa e wo man ni mu a ejina oba si obema ni kunu ejina obema na ejina o si obema ahwease it's very simple. Nti emma Africa emma no they protected the women nti yemma enko afuom tete no ye expose ye ma to adwuma edin but as ye dilute ye amamre ne kakra no Afia ye say what men can do women can also do and do it better. And he say you can do it better, go to the farm. If you can do it better, go and dig. The notion is that now women want to be better than men because feminism is so about. And it empower women to empower you to do something positive by a done in a butu. And they say, any man in a pray. And no nebema and who be here say a man be sorry said no. Mama my mama may quine. I face one said the problem no a by starting.
Yeah.
My mom no quine. Not a man on so they say ya come with them. And they come good them next, you know, start so more bad. They will come with a different rebellious attitude. Because Oduman kuma bad dear quine, ye feeding home, and ye pay and casaya quine. And will be chichere amamre and or this why and I swa. Any a kum ye, but we don't want to change because your program ended that.
For Equanaba television, we did Equanaba Boatin. With me, I follow me page or www.equanabatv.com. With me, so I download the app no App Store and also by Equanaba TV. I share App Store no download. Said a live for with me. I share our App Store a radio online radio. Me patcho enemy a Reverend Evelyn and a veteran como Maame or Ba Abontiano and the Church of Christ for being como Maame Grace page so no. Benyano, I'm in the veteran como enchem the never life. said the bear bit me abusa na questions bi better na de a premier video ne ye be din komo na Afia busana na no asem be bia na o share ye den na afi de wabetom ne ensem ebra etwetwa gu ni ade na ye hunu nipa kora oye na ye busa na questions bi so epese ye tie ase na Afia na Beltran life ne abonko bo wetimi do comment nso agu ase o questions bi a opese da kora mehia na asem de be ba life no pese me busa no kwa questions nso gu ase ho mame na me njo so ne nyina down so de be am de ba life next time a wetimi anase metimi abusa sa questions no at the amount. It is very important, so believe will comment down below. I am our comment so any decent in near temoha adwene any echere.
Hello, ebusiafo. So pesifita asracha Odofour de and then nafa ho kodom unique laser whitening. Unique laser whitening. Our toothpaste stronko a wodi twitwi wo se a ma wo se eye fita na eye fita no nso no na eyi enka bone bia ewo wo no mu bia any tea stain, coffee stain, smoking stain sibia. Unique laser whitening product ebe yi ni nyina free so ama kama de oba ni say wutu so na odi bi egu o brush do so na odi etwitwi o sene so nyina kama wo wi a enhuhuru wenum gya no wenum saa into free unique laser whitening I was 07999792330 unique laser whitening or say muni seso
Yeti ho ana coronavirus bai corona bai ye nuama ehedem obi en wo otimi kwa asore na obi ahedem a ye kwa de ye nim se Jesus ye ba na se wiase bes enti ye nuama ahedem a na omo se ade bi aba ye fe ni zoom enkofo ebo mpaye ehia wo zoom no so edi nkomo wo zoom no so eye programs ni ade afede ye wo hwa corona ni twam kakra na omu pie ba ya we ene set trousers a osimetwa gya atum we ene wo riga osimetwa gya atum makeup a osimetwa gya atum we ene wo ring e hye nsa osima flash wo toilet mu ebi kura de omo se omo nhye dress ebi pants na make ebi se omo nhye pants ebi se omo mbo brazier ebi se odi chegu kom a eye bunsam gem odi tomato to a bunsam gem wo che ye asomade a bunsam gem afede nam na corona ba ya ye pa adwene ba mu pie ba ya mu de ade foforo na aba omo se from sen a holiness fo omo nko ana betimi akọ heaven ho pepa achew san no ma mabobo bosu yi te uye oba me hu se emma no ene ye de sa de wi attack omo etimi edum pempenso ama emma ni bi mu free America Canada Europe ekuroko mebiri so etimi ede omo nkrata omo anya wa aburuchire no ama ehwo aban ne say omutwa ntoro ena omo de gi saa krata no enu so kwa tie nyankopon asem ema omo de saa krata ni nyina ama nkofo na ba besna ko Ghana ama sese ya ye kasei ebi ewo Ghana sese ya ye kasei de omo krata nyina akuja. Number 2 ba akukura so free eye so no so Saudi Arabia se hin ebesne ko Ghana say nyankopon Jesus se oba January ama okoduru Ghana no Jesus amba January ama abaye no so asem ama sese wo pe kwan obefa so akọ back because ne nkrata nyina no ode ama emrofo no se obesna ko heaven na em se transit ne ye Ghana wo mefa Ghana na afu plane no akọ heaven ho yese enkyerechire no foforo asa aba yese e from holiness fo audio no wa ha nipa anko obesna ko heaven no okoduru Ghana no a heaven na amba so na bufu abam sese ye kasa de otimi se ono kwa no heaven ko ho kwa ha wo nko bi because say no ebuafu because say nenka wo so nko 2 January ana heaven no amba mu January ti ama aha ne pa ma me mbo audio na de tie ncheche na me ka ho asem no ehunu how serious it is ansa na watimate de me kana se bia beka se ya leketolity asem esi
bravo we de wo ka kire me ntamo a se na me ni wuti wo ka kire me ntamo a se na nka mama Ghana o wadi ma wura papa se nka wo ka kire me ntam se ya because ya me nto minim se bro Christmas yi January ya nyakopon ba o na COVID-19 na hu na yamma ne yamma dia ba COVID na wan gamu nim se de Ghana setina yetie Ghana si amatem ne timi nyama nyina o my passport wo my work permit wo my residence so everything is being terminated intimi cause metimi akokra pa less obi wo na wa mama invite ni se membra that is the only chance out and metimi dia head etimi dia ko Nti sɛ wonim sɛ na wobɛn na wonim sɛ sɛ ne kwade na hyɛ dɛ mene would say, why didn't you inform me earlier on? Ɛna meka sɛ mede wo ho yaw no, mede wo ho yaw paa because mo ya de ehu tu yetiri mu ama enim sɛ January yanka Nyankopɔn ba wiase sɛ yɛ ni ɛnyɛ ne egusu titimu yi ɛnyɛ ɛne egusu ayɛ dɛ atitimu yi nti aba yɛ ne na yɛ anase yamba ne yɛ.
Okay, eti doctrine no baby akoduru ni ama sister na bedu Ghana nko bɛkɔ heaven January ana enya amba so amanfo agya omunkun sra enkuto ɛna ɔmo sra menka sɛ enkuto nye beto obi wɔ hɔ a wɔse na obi ɔsra koko beta enye bonsam gem sɛ enkuto ɛna ɔbɛsra ribbon a yɛde bɔ mmaa ti a wo akɔda ɔba ɔde bɔ ne ti kama no wo de bɔ ne ti a bonsam gem gye sɛ wo de ntomago wo tete a na de abɔ ne ti nyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ bonsam gem oba ɛhyɛ stockings a bonsam gem gye sɛ ɔhyɛ etimi ba sɛ me hunu ɛno saa ne ɔma na aba sɛ ɛno na wo yɛ kyɛ sɛ wo yɛ holiness no what bi pen a unti bi pen a maka akyerɛ wo ba kyɛ my education kakra ɛno ho asɛm ɛte sɛ
minti kakra waka kyerɛ me first of all, let me come to your question. Number one, minim holiness for. I don't know them. I've not really come across them. And before Mecca Bibi Hua 7, I was saying Minya Hunim de. Okay. And audio now watch feminine. I've heard Obia or Casa. Phone so I recorded, but manti being holiness. I'm one person. Okay. Some may escape me, but if I'm aware of it, I want to address it differently. And I'm going to address this topic as a general topic, but not a topic of holiness, Dabi, because I'm meaning holiness for.
Okay.
All right. So if your question is general, say Abia, what is it? This is what is going on. What is my mind or my point of view? Meet me, you are.
Okay.
But say holiness for I don't even know any church called that.
Okay.
And what's a crafting 50? I say like a being share a be your ring, the flash a being share way, any surprise crap.
And yeah, mesende video bi edia bro. Papa bia ono ane yere eja ne ho Germany ekọ Ghana tu holiness nkyerɛkyerɛ papa no osu ma pa yere no eja ne ho ene ne mma nyina wagya nkola na amom ho obesna kɔ heaven asɛm a serious pa na yɛka ho asɛm sisi asa no.
Let's address
Yankano in general because a general problem I also say yeah a man have problem yeah.
Exactly. And yes, one church in Congo. There are other churches that ubenya this kind of doctrine. There are other religions ubenya this concept. Bebre. What you say? Yeah. Because from your interview, Casa from the line of Christianity.
Yes.
And I will talk both in Christianity and outside Christianity. That's what I do.
Okay.
Okay. Because Obia ni Nyankopon. Umeye Kristo ni ansawa mu Nyankopon. Like I said. Now, jewelry. Okay. Obia oye Kristo ni biya. What problem with jewelry? What problem with trouser? What problem with makeup? But listen well so that one kokade men kai. Now one ye confused. Abraham yede boshe no man. Yenana Abraham yede boshe no man. Odifour Iraq. Ede besi ko Egypt. Ebesi ema ne ma because ono free Egypt biem owuye ewo ho. Ema ne nananom eba be chichire. Israel ni a friend Canaan. Saya nanano onye Kristo ni. Keep it in your mind. Abraham was never a Christian. Abraham came out of abosomsom because almost ebo emu Nyankopɔn kɛseyɛ no mosom. Almost ewia mu no Nyankopɔn kɛseyɛ no mosom. Ɛna Nyankopɔn sɛ Abraham yɛnyɛ ne saa. Ebo na wo hu no ɛne ewia no mitumi wɔ mu. Ɛdɛɛdi ɛma wo hu me nanso me akasa na me source no me na wo sɛ wo ne me nya nkofa. Na wo hwɛ ewia na wo hu yie sɛ me ni tumi na me tae ewia na chi. Na wan kosom ewia na nko. Wan kosom obo no nko. Wo nyai me twedi ampo Nyankopɔn wanto ho. Ato. If you say tumi ɛho yɛ den. So wo nya tumi fi bibi mu na wo so be use di asade. Yeah. Nti no manko even though ni tumi do so wo wi ase no. O say yen connect ye ho to no Nyankopɔn sɛ de be ye mane a obetene ye. Because tumi wa ho de ba. Abraham no ye nana no onye Kristoni. Nyankopɔn ni nya anyonkofa e no soma no. Oka kyen sɛ wo de fi wukro no na kokoro fufuro. Na me amahye obo no me no be nante because bɔhyɛ na de ama. Nti Abraham fi ase sɛ otu anamon. Abraham ekɔgye aware ma ne ba Isaac. Because wo bompa ya wo ka Abraham Nyankopɔn. Yeah. Jacob Nyankopɔn. Isaac Nyankopɔn. Ono na ye ne bompa na kyɛ sɛ ye gidi sɛ Abraham nante Nyankopɔn kwan so na ona oyo Nyankopɔn ada. Yeah. Now we go to Genesis chapter 24. When you read verse 22, verse 30, ubehunu say Abraham soma na Acquah say onkope oba emre Isaac. Abraham oni Nyankopɔn wo ayonkofa no. Ode niema bi ma na Acquah ne say onfa nko ware oba emfamre ne ba Isaac. Saa niama no na kawa ye de hye hwini mu eka ho. Bangala ye de to nsa eka ho. Enti wugi di se Abraham no ni Nyankopɔn wa ayonkofa. Ni Nyankopɔn kasa kire na wadi sa nyame na tum. And if you get to know Abraham ware oba ama Isaac no o ma na ring a ye de hye hwini mu. O sama na bangala ye de to nsa. Wow. Emfe no to nchen. Oba bi oba bu ye friend Esther. No oye Jew ni, si agidi se Jew for the omo no mo ben Nyankopɔn pa. Sana nkrofo ni. Na abra eba na say obenya favor e wo hene anim no, ye de ne kwani ye ko siesie no, e hye ne dro, ye ne makeup, ye man rings, ye man chains. And Odifour wo hene no konya favor e wo hene anim. Ono ne oba Nyankopɔn e fa ne so. Edi Jew for no samre no abra na ye pese ye kum Mordecai and Jew for no yina. That will be found in Esther chapter 2. And it's in Nyankopɔn use that oba no a. For all you know, she had makeup. Makeup en na ba yo. Na ya hwan ye say na mo be invent makeup. Enkuto is a form of makeup. Pada is a form of makeup. Ade bi a wo de ka wo ho what they can said ye be ya e kodi dwuma bia kan wo nipadua no into bo powder. What's the essence of the powder? So we share spray. What's the essence of the spray? We share deodorant. What's the essence of the deodorant? So ni nyina is makeup. Now trouser asemono makabi dada met also from bia mikosi ya. In the Garden of Eden, Genesis chapter 2, Genesis chapter 3. From Genesis chapter 2 to Genesis chapter 3, you say, ye bo nipa no na nipa ye naked on shehwe. But nipa hu say on shehwe. That's an Bible kind. There's no nimpo so on shehwe. Say omo anko ye bibia. Ene koba ne say omo afuma. Na nka hu say on shehwe. A body muno body ebo nipa no o ma nipa covering. Okay, and your boy abasa said we are covered already. Na ye hia tade but ye kofun ye ko ye niema bi anye ni bi ye ko ma ye ko exploit yankase ye nim de And a my ni buy and also say, sana yen shatter ye. Inti ya nona nipa ko pese sa dia me ko ye nwura na me dia kata me. And oba de say nwura no eno na beboa. At least you can start with aboa honam. Inti aboa honam no and what ye na de hata om ho. E ma om. Inti odoma nkoma bebo nipa no. Ye wo bema enkata ho ene ye wo oba nkata ho. Enu nti na hu oba wotumi so oba ne ye. Hu bema wotumi se bema ne ye. Enye atare akone ka. The Bible ka say men fad oba atade anade ye oba de. Oba identity ensha. Onka physical atade asem. Because at the time na ye can say men fa oba de ye oba identity ensha no. Na men man share straight dress.
Wow.
Please listen to me carefully.
Super.
Na men man straight dress. A man also share straight dress. It is a habaya. A from top down. Na ya kata yenim. Okay? And nuni a mamremu the kind of dressing and normal dressing and some of your Bible. Ain't you say yes Bible time and can men man walk on in and come be your montade because a straight dress.
Yeah. Yes,
And katahuna ye can say do not wear that which pertaineth to a man and trousers America. And I say that which pertaineth to a woman and yet atariasem. Because and I'm a catchon who go Scotland still yes skirt. Oh, who go Nigeria and Nema omu dibia ewo mining no omu rapper omu de kata omu say send to man. Ghana I just a tribe be because you say bema ufran toma ye wo Agyin fufuru bi ma. What you say? Now, more can say man share or bad DNA. I want to ask you one question. Please listen carefully. Say a tadi mo sem ne kandia. Mumu wine na mo beko secondary school. Mumu wine and I won't ma meti no we yin ntoma ensane amfa ma ama wan fan dada. If you are an African, your mother used to give her cloth for you. What the kata onda? What the box collar at the school? Some of us, when we are going to boarding school, and your boma the koi. It is a your bema now, Maame your bana now, Papa Toma there. Then you are equally guilty. And the yent me she was as we so. But a draws our 7 year can. Ain't na say Bible no say nipa ni mo betimi use as a system they are controlling. Obetimi mo naked. Me betimi use Bible scriptures. I'm a naked. Obefel say we nanti naked. That is what God wants.
Wow.
Enti enkata ho ye wo ba enkata ho enne ma wo your ba your identity. Enti you say mama obema and start identifying and so ba. Na memo ba and start identifying and say obema. So then one day maybe mu ye ba before obabi ebe start say oye no want to say enya tade asem na ye kan o ebe start ye no want to say bema no attitude no there is a spiritual disconnection bi na akoso nipa ni hia moa ye nye ni gidigidi ye nchichire no ye boa no. Because nipa nature mono ye wo feminine and masculine spirit onipa bia wo bi say ye wo you have about 23 chromosomes from your father, 23 chromosomes from your mother, and about together and a bayo it will masculine and feminine it in what they about shame and because it is two powers, divine masculine and divine feminine. Obia was a divine masculine and feminine, a channel, it is a positive and negative charge. Before light bet in your son, I just a positive and a negative about together. Now, I course mona like the film or Ghana. So what she akoso straight e de biografia e be hye neama. Nti de ye say ya transform akese step it down power no say de be do fear obetimi use wo fridge betimi use. Se bibi otochima wo power no ho a eja betimi atofie. Eti no ye wo masculine, your positive and negative charge. A divine masculine, divine feminine. A back together and a man we back hold. Eti na utimi wo be ma utimi wo ba, utimi wo be ma utimi wo ba, utimi wo be ma utimi wo ba, because a divine feminine and masculine. That divine feminine and masculine charge no. E to the bia etimi e distorted. Bako peso kofa bako kwan, bako peso kofa bako kwan. Depending on the kind of programming aye de ama. Eti say yes I was here aligning divine masculine na kofa na kwan so. Na divine feminine be fa kwan. And sanipa aba ne ho so back. Abe mu say bema. Ti o say me yema de say bema. Eti no se obi kofa oba nkata ho a o start ye na de te say oyoba ni walo ye bema. Maame sign enko biom. Let's go into joy. Let me use this scripture so that Ezekiel chapter 16. Ezekiel chapter 16.
Let's say enye trousers ho nkomo na omu dikra na we ni ade foforo kwa no mo ka ho asem.
Translation and amaka say Bible no ho. Say one ti ase a. Wo de be ni ama bebre. And the other day I was trying to teach something on codes are a Bible no, because a book na ya chiro a guide by a mystical. What you say? Maybe example. Ye nananom e ka kire ye say wo hye adwaye a wonye den. Unkasa unto nyom.
Yeah.
Ye de ebe ekasa. Ebe abebuo ye de kasa nanka ahemfo na de abuo ekasa. Because ye nim say wonye wise a obetime yisu abebuo enya asem. Nti obu baby ahemfie na bebuo na obu ahemfie na ekodi ohene atem e bechi ujedua. But what I say is we hu abebuo ni yisu. Because nyansafo na ehia no. Enti Africa ha ye wa baby a ye bu se fefe na efe. Enti na so ba atu America na waso ne nufum na nye se beti egu. Now, se mimi ba betro sa asem no egu book mu ama. Na me tro fefe na efe. Enti na oba atu America o so ne nufum. Na nye se beti egua. Na wo be fa na se oba bia atu America onye den on so ne nufum mu a na wan ti asem na me kana se. Because I can say no ba America o so ne nufum na nye se be ji egua de ye kire ne se ade na wo ye no enye se mintimi yi wa no but fe na efe se me so me mudie mu na me kura me ho na manko ka me bi o ti ase enti nye suro na me suro ba ma som se de be ya me nye de ifiri ebufuhie mu nka se minti awo enti wanti we ase na wo kosika se yesi wutu mirika so onufu mu. That's the problem we have with the Bible, because the Bible was written with ancient texts, African ancient texts. Enti abebu ni ye de kasa. Enti yakase men shata anyway, men fa wool any linen mbomu a e abebu ni ye kan. Enti na me share that you say, oh obi on share dan kan onim obefa na tra, ofa ni litra, you begin to practice it. You begin to practice it. It's here obankata ho ne kan be mankata ho enya tade, because that time no na Jewfo share straight dress and mema share straight dress.
I see. There's a nay abebu asem na no mo ka no.
From all the Old Testament, the African proverb, yeah, they communicate, yeah, they kasa, because ancient texts no say you go fast Sumerian text at the back. Near say brother kaya because you need the one letter at the Jina Homa, something that has happened from beginning to end. And you know, my example in the Arabic alphabet, you were a second alphabet, your friend bet. Bet no is supposed to be B, emphasize supposed to be B, but bet no so Jina Homa Efia house. Okay. And he said, make okay, do better. I have to consider the ancient text now a free mobile. Is it a house or it is an alphabet? Because where the Bible to me mean a whole lot of things. enti ya bebu na kasa enti woni ma bebu no a obefa na tra na wa odi nkonni no so enti ebebe ni edi tum it said the book of Job nyankopon piem wo ho bebia enye nyame asem nyame anka hwe obi anka hwe eye a metaphoric piece of literature eka obi idea of abrabose de sitie okay say nipa na pese or representing good experience and bad experience and no kind of God and the devil. All right. And no or chiro and metaphoric be see what they are mad give you so chire now who say nyankopon your meeting was so and about somebody you get it all wrong because a literature text a lot of idiomatic expression
and some more
niema bebre wo mu wo se ye kire yen abe test ne da ho no se bako ufa bako a ubetimi dia ye niema be 100 because a ye nananom ancient way of communicating into your kasa bienu a etimi kire niema bebre ugina himfie betimi akasa wonte bako because ye nyansafo na ehia benifo na ehia what you say enti no na ama ye mu bi ye the Bible na chichiri ye mu ene ye ku ye mu because the same jewelry no nyankopon be kan wo Ezekiel chapter 16 verse 11 to 13 o se bi beto no na ya wo no no oni Israel na ekasa oni Jerusalem oni Zion na ekasa o se mi beto na ya wo na wo ntwekede wo mu jem ena me fa wo na me de nchini dware wo ho tie o ena na mama mra se na ye kan ye de nchini dware wo ho na me tie mfuma ena me hihia wo kawa me de bi hia wo minim me de bi hia wo nsa ena me hihia wo chen nyankopon na ekasa wa hihia obi chen also ti ase nyankopon so ochi asonka ochi you bring ochi say ye abebuo ye de kasa
wow
en pesi ye mu amma enunti na ye wo akola ye de nchini dware no ye Africa mamba ye de nchini ye de haban edware ye wie a ni ye de ade bi ato ti se che na se podo mu yisu ahwene ye de to nsa ye de ato nan it is common we see it in Africa and ye communicate sa African custom no e Bible no
I see mama and some ewo troni mu ankasa ene eja ya started with our conversation I mean say a lot of things were what we reveal to na yes you reveal a bit to go ye nyina ye bisua de enti minim say tiefo mo so ni nyina so ne be ya adwene say e ma me nsem a all kan se won so pese eja wo de quotation bi ba obetima atwere gu comment na say ebusa me ma me say comment o me de atoso ni o say wa adwene wo ho ne say ye nyina ya sua de because yade na nye nipa ba ko pe na yade ye nyina na yare sa yade no isi ye nyina ye ho aduru na asomdwe etimi ba because ye ka say ye nyina ye nim pa si enimu a ene na ye boa ale chi bi ale foforo ba ibia ne say tragedies ya wo kan me kwa na minim say asem foforo bi say abebuo empo na omo kan me de minim say na asem foforo iti ye beda mo mi ase ene me mese me ha wa adwumi breti de na abeso ka editwa to
Maame clear ade bi kakra before ye baby sa
mate
on the no who kind 1 Peter 3 to 4 who kind Proverbs 25 verse 12 now who kind 1 Timothy 2 verse 9 to 10 as you for na kan sem bi e kire omo ana omo se omo be di Kristo achi no
okay
nanka omo na say they will know Christ no catch omo say physically there ye di nsonka chains ni ade ene ye di decorate ye ho na ye ho aye fe what you say so mo de mama mo fe ne nye enisuo aho fe eno nkire se jai tio o se me menye enisuo aho fe ne mum munya a mild spirit dress modestly sisi hu modestly sisi hu modestly a upie kra e kasa sister onim ne hu kra sister abodi e wo fe enye se we yi wo na wo da so na obi timi twi na nim sa wo na
kwa na mbusa se ye fa se ye maame ti wi unsa ya wayi hui enkofo bi betimi aka se eni kwa so oba akra yi unsa ho eno so ye obi nkyerɛkyerɛ no na me busa se wo na aye oba o dress Appea bonten ana wahya atare na onufu Appea bonten ti wonnim nyansa se de waye no ankasa no nti wo maame ankyerɛ wo nyansa se o dress e ma onufu Appea bonten this ye quote to Bible verse ansa na watimi de onufu na wura atare nti wo ha mitimi nti asiyo Just a quote Bible verse and someone will say, but Toma, I go missing Massino, and you can say, show our one thing. This is my Bible verse. Say, will be Knuqua, men conquer. This is my Bible verse. Say, will be idea that what, Maria. This is to me, James, and it's a Bible verse. New what? One junior del tribunal. What to me, who is idea, my ye, and yet, maybe problem, I don't know.
Corner, the problem is that it was obi ehunu say Christo or by say obema yehunu who we are oni hwan na wa connect yen to the father source ejano enti na Christo ba ye no wan hwe adwe nsi ne so bebre bibia o se ejano because now already back to Agyin. Okay. Already back to Agyin. That is what God wants from us, a relationship with Him. Say yeni ni benya anyankofa. Na yeni onyankopon yenya obi so obi dine mfinfin ansa because bema bia be dine mfinfin oni pa bia be dine mfinfin obedane. But He wants a direct contact. Apart from that direct contact, now only nyankopon enya all building with spirituality or building with spirit na unyi no dia kani nyina or dia building adwene nyat conscience intuition thoughts ni nyina wa ha okay sa element na or dia ma or dia building dada no there was some elements yenhu enu so fi nyame mu yenhu but there atmosphere a containing nyame adwen nyame pe it is a wire enti no sometimes we meet na we say we dwene bibia but what dwene na ko off akodwene bibi deep and so I realize say oh sana meti here me dwene bibi ho enti sa thoughts no a connect here a tune into the spirit realm a tune go spirit realm obetimi ni obi akasa obetimi akansem bi na wa baba obaba kriye ebia a week and 2 weeks one now no wa to sare now say ade we say sida asem we say makada nipa we say meshia na da say ya na see na sense ye friend deja vu. I've been there before. It's a spiritual experience, a connected it's wouldn't that I feel who experience it physically now sa ade no and as a religion be mo a blockade and you feel say you are not capable to think. Okay, you are not capable to decide. What you say? And this connection now, a big signals nyankopon or send signals a lot. Into we shut at the empo, maybe you make up, which we need obi or how to mean experience. Na nekra, like I said, nyankopon catch and say, Mammy cheap makeup bill. Nyame bet makasachi obi.
Yeah.
Konaba ni misa. Nyame bet makasachi. But o kachirewa on fan she we are seeing and say we are seeing and yai. Now before nyankopon be catch obi say men we nam we biem. Men bossa ponsi biem. Now it is either 2 or 3 factors. That is what I have learned. Maybe I'll be soon before from mekan. Adebako, obi to me addicted to something. Continue na be say. Because only nyankopon ayon go fan nyankopon ba be catch and say jai side. If you say you have to be able to live without it, once you cannot live without it, it is so be without TV, without TV. You are able to say TV because I am young for only one young for person boa. Into a small phobia TV mention and a none way maybe. What you say? Because oh yeah, at the secondly, be a panya o fast wa udinya ade na enye. And be a baby ade ni fi ban. If you baby a enye, jobeka to say jai. But nipa be dane doctrine aka chire obi a say Nyankopon se ma me say nti mo bi anye bi obi oba bia be ko musa.
Ate say. 2 point na. 2 point na.
Mimiti way, mensha some car. Menye makeup. I hardly make up. And I say, I hardly make up. I don't even feel I need it. As I say, baby, I'm if you buy, I said they bore me. But people do need makeup. There are people that really do need makeup. There are people who have a lot of reacts on their face if their skin is naked to the sun. Say if we are not born in Nimcra director, it means my problem. Also cover, also make it up. Makeup is not just for fun. What you say? But if you blown out of proportion, look, makeup. Obi we did them when any. Obi something has happened. You need to cover and make up and come back. And not on the confidence. What you say? God will not stop you unless there is something more to it you don't know. Then He will communicate it to you. And also, in say Obia or Ubia or so it doesn't work like that.
Okay. Mama Evelyn, say the Udino Melo, Mama Evelyn. The Mama Evelyn, and a bedasi, and a umra, Udi.
Someone say you. No, wait. Once an our friend, is sister. Once says now you want to add mama to it. On the ones that say na make am, I no correct. Obi benwa by that attraction of say, I mean to be money didn't pay into us. So that I say, and you know, no, never be a fena where the be come, no way the be come, where the be come before you know, no tea, I see.
Oh no.
Your friend, you have a problem.
Yenny member, dear, say, man, dear, me, mammy, because yenny ain't trying to fool, a bit trying to fool, and you.
And your honor, humility, and Brazil, said the bear, yeah, fresh was dream.
And I mean, can say, yenny ain't trying to fool until baby, I am, mammy, yenny a bit trying to fool, and you. So who it is? And Odia Mammy, you better check it. Internet ni na ya pe background so ya mo so the be ya beti menya na live program next time so na bibia
fix it. Right, that is okay. That is okay.
Right. Yeah, that's it pa.
That's okay. So insurance baby. Bye bye.
Ya bushia for mama Evelyn. Ene ne kasa o yesi enye mama Evelyn ne kasa yi. What kasa me bre afa jewelry no wachi mache o say abeku say me bre ni aka o platform we so. Wait me do question say kwase o. Pass up say oni ni nyina hia o platform we so ATB. I say questions and answers bi na Bible mu nkomo bia. Ka che me am ne be kasa na wa pet time na afido na motion ankomo. Did ekwonaba boatin ha ekwonaba. That's it. Nyankopon frɛ wo a eye chinchina atwan sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ukɔ na ukɔte asɔre ana
Bema. Any pastor, I have said this before, me ankasa, I was guilty of that thought. Me be that. Because I didn't have a system. Unya befemu na upia. Also the omo kana no bi na beka. Until say ubetimi abrɛ wo sepa from that top wo top pa na ubetimi abrɛ wo say minim hwe na waba from say ba besua ade na wa correct your mistakes is difficult. It takes humility wa mrɛ wo ase awuntimi. Now osofo bia spiritual person bia obi a oye leading, guiding, enlightenment bia obeka say menin krofo no me kire omo ade awie a na me gya omo a omo ni baby omo beko baby omo ko no teaching ebe ma omo na nti se de awrade se me mfa ma omo na nti no was say me see asori dan. You never taught them From the beginning, you never taught them. You didn't teach them anything. Because if you taught them, you will give them power to decide. If you taught them, you give them power to divide. No more betting divide, you bonnet, no more papa, you correct, you wrong. You never taught them. You never did, or they never learn. Enti me amiti way. Say, oduman komaya adomno de obi breme. Na nipa no eno o say me fie ne me bebre ade a me ye me am tumi say na nkopon ka kire me say me nyae adwene no so ka kire me say de wo ye na nye kwan ben so na me mfa. My responsibility is to make you become like me.
Yeah.
Baby a mesua ade adum eno na wo say me de ni nyina ema me de mawa you become a free man. Baby ni ho mo a wo beko a untini ntana. Even say baby a wote no kra eyesu a wo ye kane anti wo be hyen wo.
Yeah.
You can still go to your church and not practice what they do. You can still go to church. Me because that's already I want to force me say me ma offering. Want to be force me say me chiatai. Want to be force me say me nsa. Want to be force me say me moduku. I know I am a free person.
It's so for no extra one year dia. So for no timi mo teachings ye dia. Omo ankasa betime decide enye chinchina atwan say wo so wo chi om kogu dan bi mi say o to aso akire wo.
That is it. That is one part of it. So to me, good foundation. They don't even go to. You don't even have to feel because relationship with God, you're individual.
Yeah.
You're spiritual. You need them to me fellowship. No, you baby or be our name or to me fellowship with everybody. Or it's not intimidated or being forced on or being misleading. Or because what channel to the right source. Now, your tendencies, because you're any panty, your tendency be a ma ye tree and who free papa, even though you say, I didn't but a tendency because of assassin way no. I didn't shame, that tendency no. Because of that, whenever we are going astray, Nyankopon the connection be a share still, sa eniwa bakona watching in the mono. Into or catch the anyone say, Adia, you wouldn't say it. Any a friend of your consciousness. Into consciousness now, a year awakening, no, ever catch said, Dabby. Many. Into not a drawback. Oftentimes, we bet me off, but a better drawback. And no dear war. But what teaching here, you don't have to be afraid because if you are only young couple, a didn't get a home. And another part, and I say, the corner, mimiti we mini sorry. And I mean, sorry be potting. Some one me feel say bia. And then the person me pass me for one or two reasons. Ebia me ko hwa de na me sua de. And I say me konoma ko boa obia. Me ko ho a if 2 days na be di and 1 month me we me ko. A lot of people that are following me that are encouraging me and trying to say, oh, sorry, sorry. You see another problem. The people that are coming, they won't focus on the light as a touch bearer. Now I'm sure touch na nyankopon the amount, so I'm focusing. I will do man come so. Now the white journey be more would do it now. Be praising, be worship you. Then into one be say wa ma say nanti so. Ye be sesa on tare hye. Ye ba be mo wa feel say wo wachi ni nipa bi ani asore ho no mo a. Oni hu hia biem. Na ya forso ya be piempia wo a ebi kura betimi sika wurewure mama. Ama we si asore dan fine. Na wa ye adwuma. So before you know, the people have corrupted it. Say problem no I very like because your programming on dada. You will also go back into the programming. Una baby you fi programming. And you say one focusing on oduma nkoma no amre wo ho ase a. Omo be gigwa ma de yense se wo ye no be kwakwa
ye.
E members be ka chone ye mbesi ye be ko baby ya na ye ba ye no ensem a wo ka no eno eye mayen eno aye mayen enti pe baby na ya sorry ni ye mra ni ye you see That is how it starts. And before you know,
o members now, o fans are when you're mono mum who say, we to me binti brabetcher or munyansa debia.
As I see where son of it, or person man also, or person yakasier. It's in say dominate the Garden of Eden, or say replenish, take dominion and power. And you know, or person take dominion, they be a person powerful. And you know, it is a one answer and better one say. Now when keep it to the source, because we source in your domain come about the Yanko by say yado. It is a one man who connection and remain in God. Now your focus will be the followers. The followers will turn you into their God, and you will disconnect from God, and you will die that very day. That very day you are dead. You don't exist anymore. But you don't exist.
Wow. Last one I'm the chat to amount Efa a year spiritual father. Well, I share or more I say wako preach we na enkofo no esi bia sori mai o ma bia sori awie wo now afre my spiritual father ni o ana dada ana papa ana sister ana hwan spiritual father no afo obi as ne spiritual father e wo asori dem ho no me pa cho no so ase ani sei
Ekwonaba Ohabi o Ohabi papa first thing we there Ekwona in Africa, okay, before religion came, now your culture. Your culture and say you buye janom, you buye nanom. Obi a wenyi sin what okay can call Maame HBI or Maame. Obi a okay can call Papa HBI or Papa. Africa is still holding on to that tradition of fathers, and what the father says is final. Enti religion no buy no ebe intensify sa tradition ebe ma sa tradition mu ye den because e pick sa tradition ko bura asore no e ko bura asafo no e ko bura religion no because Africa na your culture na maka say Bible no be from Genesis to it started with Africa. Don't ever forget it. Enti your culture na say ye janom ekasa ye nkasa. Enti no adopt that strategy because when you have that strategy, it helps you to keep the people in bondage. That is religion. And they adopt that tradition of father, and the man fathers no authority over us. Now yes, is submissive to the fathers. But the way we Christiania, I want to challenge you today. Yes, you can say me or say, Mama mo bi am frem mo jano. If you say mo de, mo jaye ba ko pe. So di Christo echi, nti Christo church no. Mo jaye ba ko pe. Di me mo bi am frem waja. Owie no ka kire leaders ne say, me se mo frem me kire fo. Na saa so na ese mo frem me na metimi ho mo na ase. Na me som mo de ya. Ene mo kwa mo nkosom. Ma mo nye se fa si fo bi so mo de ye som mo. Ba momo de mo kosom se de men so me som na nso me be som enti se we Christian dey listen jai now we religion dey listen jai what you say the church are not Christians as we say we are because Christian church e mfanya adwuma now in the church no say obi a member ana ofa obi say a spiritual father na or serving a spiritual father your friend of honor or honor. You see, or the but all spiritual father say or number serve na soreba or beka say a dishonor. That is teaching of Beelzebub. That is the devil's intention because you are not mightier and greater than the people you are teaching. It's just a privilege. And if you cannot serve them, then nobody should serve you. Now we a Christo need dia, now see Christo now di dia, then it must be the other way around. One also one, you know so. Say omo be so a privilege. A privilege.
Akonya bi
It
na
would done
wanya.
us. Ebi ohia no asere no. Eja ho kwan wo ho a mehia sa be but me aboa. O metimi aboa wo. But you don't turn them into slaves with the fear of you have to honor me because I'm your spiritual father. When I bless you, you are blessed. When I curse you, you are cursed. Look, in all the majority of the Bible schools we have, when you come out of it, I don't know whether they get it wrong, anyway, they get it wrong because I got it wrong from the beginning. I will say, so we shall suffer be as here. So funny shira will say, Kwa, we be so if you have a father like this, can you go? Can you be free? So you go pop so free. Let me are free, Anna.
Baby.
It's we have fathers on baby in kind. 2 million ba na asesa nipa. And you a man a good ya singing na privilege be and a yenya say omo beba ye nche no ma besua de enim. Na se bia ye wo bibini ye nya mmoa ye sere mpacho betimi aboa me. Na ono so wo betimi aboa mo ababoa. Ya dane na butu se etwa se omo som ye me si ebi kura koto ye koto. Woman bi ba me conference. Me conference me titi. Ana problem bi say another by na me chire mu nyina chire na me say we eyanam tuo we nyem paye we nye kai. Woman no akoto say normally who obi say no akoto maso ne na. Mami, what are you doing? I don't know how you know. Sorry. This is what you do. And then you become slaves to people. This is what you do. And we begin to control you. Because you are vulnerable. You don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are. And in the end, you empower. We cannot lord over you. When people empower you, they cannot lord. So you are tempted to keep them in that position. So they will serve you when you become their God. And this is wrong. We have to change it. I will see a son. I will see a young baby. If you say nipa no sorry them, some of them are lawyers. I'm telling you, some people that are in contact with me that they want to learn. Some of them are military men, some of them are lawyers, some of them are judges, some of them they are doctors. If you are level it is a privilege. Don't use psychological brain to make them turn them into robots into press happen
into zombies. One said they are walking. I to say they are giving Anna a need to OSOFO, but the meme cano say obi a wo hwemi bia ofre the sofo spiritual father na adwene den trim nyina ne say sofo no enema ne spirit no ode ne spirit ne bo no ho ban na bibi boni bi ambeto no in the spiritual realm it will fair no spiritual
father. It is an African tradition. It is a human tradition. Oba de no de ejanom fathers to as a covering. Obi a weja ye covering. Enti ni wa ye do papa din and ye de to. Na omo pese omo ye powerful in religion no and omo fa sa tradition no. And omo de ugura religion ni.
I see.
Ye de controlling the power sorry dem. When him say ye won sorry bi wo Ghana. Obeware na woni be ma bia wo ba ko dada. Ye ko bisa be ma na woni na wo ba ko dada na permission. Na ono agi atum se obema wa ware ansa na be ma foforo na obeware wana.
Hey, elemented that.
I am sorry.
I see.
O papa ewo ene ye gi aware wa sorry dem. Others place which was the African tradition. Ya robe the abeshe religion. And it says yes, oh papa mpo shira ware no so mawa. Aje wo dia ba sorry dem masofo nde ne nsa to so. Na wa command wo nyankopon blessing the amount. Yes sir, you are not blessed. Meanwhile, if you know your bomb pie of you, oh papa bomb pie, oh mama bomb pie, ada omom pie bon nyaminti. And na make us say system aye dey controlling
it. Futu be na wo de be ma
because oh papa
unuama a omo hwe a omafa nkofo bi as omo spiritual father chese obo ni spiritual father ni din a ha obetima bo tuo kura kun ye na be ka kire
Ekona asem no ho. Ye ho adwuma from foundation ebeboa because no matter the obeka kire obi no unless programming no start in platform unless you deprogram this spiritual father spiritual mother nanka the concept no nye bad say obi a leader no ye be ma na ofre waja and or ye leader no your ba na ofre no na but you're turning ade no into something else. And na yama again, yabe jina nkofo na nim nti omo nya access to God themselves. We are supposed to lead them to the source of life, God himself. Enye yen. It is a mikra one day, mi bufu na mi decide say, me mom paye mawa. And so chale nya mi bufu ana. That is the concept of the old tradition. And na a Jew for naturally ebu Bible mu ama yen say. Obia oye is any town for no nyankopon time. It's not true. The Nyankopon will kill pregnant women and kill children and kill men just to please Israelites. It's not true. And when you are reading the Bible, you must have an understanding before you go to it. God must be the one who is helping you by it. Now, say, sa adena ye tradition. The kofani the beshe religion one, yes, say no. Because tradition any religion and co. Now, ye papa no, obia oye oba and abema utie me. Opese utu anamo wo Nyankopon mu bia no. People are guides. But know God for yourself. Hunu Nyankopon ma wankasa wo. Because once sanipa no jina ho, you will be no more. You will have to go to God by yourself.
Answer me busa a question be on my platform so say they say our spiritual father owu a obey any day. And ana TB Joshua we na musa say our spiritual father ni TB Joshua no obo ho ban was spirit na say wa wu no say obey den. Me the question it will be say me kom papa ho e be say me kwa kwa foforo e be say
the problem is yama omo beti as say when you are under me a meme covering and a ma ye it is not true.
Okay.
It is not true. And ya meme any meme covering and a ma wo wadwuma ye e ma wo unya nkwa e pam abayifo e pam. What are you talking about? Okay, say ya meme and a protective one and protect me. Bisa question. It apart from men who ni bia and ntina especially Ghana obi hu tefre won dem kra just of fresh of.
Yes.
Gecko won dem of fresh of. Because we have put in fear in them. Onim ni nipa ban oye onim se ono nso betimi abaye te se me a.
Yeah.
And me so most of the people they know they don't want to tell them. They don't want to tell. Because of course so empower na ontimi nini subio. And why must you lord over them? Why? Because you want to make a name for yourself. Opese was original. Opese wunye din. Opese uko wedim. Enti you can credit them no mo be empowered and they go. Sorry netini nyina.
Entimi nyina Matia say.
Enti you put them in a position where they cannot do without you.
They must always be submissive to you. Matia say.
You are submitted to Niperia or Nunti Intimi Hunu Yankopon. Now you go to Matthew chapter 23 and you see what Enya Bresuton, Christopherana Bresu, Onusu TV, Onusu Hubi, into a church or Muchrocho to walk, say Embram, and they are all proverbs.
Wow.
And symbolic. Matthew 20. I'm reading from verse 1. I say, then Jesus said to the crowd and to the disciples, the teachers of the religious law, a teacher for no more church. And the Pharisees are the official interpreters of the law of Moses. So practice and obey what they tell you, but don't follow their example. Now show brana obon. Nenka me show brana so enko Bible and show brana ni Bible so enkokum. and can say I have to submit to him and die. Now listen to the word. Or see, for they don't practice what they teach.
Oh, okay.
They crush people with unbearable religious demand and never lifting a finger to ease their burden. They will crush you. Or see, almost say so much church monanka munu twediampo nyankopon yiye no. Omo de aye eniswa asuamo. No mo so mo form nsam peda kokora no mo de aboa wo. Enti ma wadwene emrefie. Se one transian start anyene na nsem aye kan udidi atem who can nsem because you don't want to listen. The more you insult me, the more I will pray for you. Because Mihunu said, still you are in the program. Unyampie. So you enter the system and you are locked up.
Ya program no. Obi ni nua eton ade odwuma okope power same ato no no de.
Oh, sa ni bre no na ma yewura program no. Sa ni bre no. And you will be timi cause of no akache so for no say. So for many papa bi na ewo obo amepa but wa ware be say oya panche mame. Na say bibia mebisa ne bia don't worry me cry they mebisa ne bia. So when you go we will make money out of you. So what I say? Yeah, better on this because when you bread here, and you see a bear fasting amount near dear also provide this. So one bear fasting, you have more mountain. I call it fasting, or some faka, or some you see. Now which you muska because of when you bring. So you get locked in the system because when you bread.
All right. And you're not spiritual father for
it is a
spiritual father for
now we
then I make catch say omo ma fanko for spiritual father no. Mama Evelyn akasa. Wankasa o say ye adwuma ano odin program no ya program mo che. Nti enye ne na beti akọ process. Di yenya abote na utia na wo so o kan wo Bible. Na wankasa oni Nyankopon enya personal relationship. Na etimi by force say Nyankopon frɛ wa kɔ ne ko bi asɔre ana ne fanko fu kuguma ana. Dem pese mi hunu.
Okay, so you're starting from question number 1. Sample question number 1 also.
Question number 1 is say, Uyo Christo nia mandate say chinchina and I say your shese was so ye Nyankopon adwuma ana.
Okay. Now Obia owa asasi we subia eba yese obeye odomankuma adwuma obia elia epo enam egu nsuom emo egu asase so emma emofra obia beye odomankuma adwuma.
Okay.
Enti ne wa ha. But the adwuma ni gu ahodo bebre, adwuma ni gu ahodo bebre. Obi de Ubehu se owodo de mankola pa. So odo no de mankola no. Akole bia hu no peso kone. Ono onye onbegina asori dem empreach da. Ebi ko mfa Bible pongo evangelism da. But odo a order na di kire nkola no. E ma hu se de Nyankopon edo nipa. Ejuma obe no. Obi be doctor, obi be lawyer. We be a police, we be a soldier. Adwuma be a wasasi we so. E won say a man's institution. Some of them are men institution for man. Nipa and our body is but adwini bi na buy answer na nipa no box adwuma. Na o hwe odomankoma ba bi a obo de otoye. Adwuma o ba be ye no a. Wo betimi ada odomankoma nisu e wo adwuma no. Into bia ya bo abasa sisu bia ya wo de wa abasa sisu bia wo adwuma bia obeye obi wo ho a onhu na adwuma nti oboka ko ye bibi fofo obe bressa if you say se wo free ogba ade mu eba a wo maame na wo papa ewo a okra bi ebetena mu no se okra na adwuma ne se wo be ye carpenter adwuma wo pa ko school ko university na koye doctor ujina theater near you be better. One share ya washing out there, but you'll be useless. If you say, Okrano will be calling to go to Bebia, yes, someone somewhere. Ubetimi esua other skills no ebeboa ma wadwuma no edimu
yeah
me ebi adwuma awrade nyankopon de ma me se memra asase bi so meye no ma fafa ho asua niam bebre niam na mesua ne so no ama de me ba ye no edimu enju betimi esua ne ma foforo di mba we hunu okra no dwuma oba bedia ma wo bre na enyi obi na ya friend say the fact say we hunu nyankopon anyway enya asase we so na we hunu nyankopon
okay
uni nyankopon ansa na ba asase we so nti oso we moja toa da na ye no na unim no onu so ni but we ba asase we so no ye wo programming na ye programming from maame ye mo akopem time ye be wo ye wo program nti wo maame nti wo ndi aduane bi o papa nti wo ndi aduane bi kase bi wonte because enye baby a ye kasa na ye wo to nti ye programming wo program no na bema esu na ye nyame su na ode ma wa onim no edu baby a na ayera enti ye won krofo bi wasase we so omo so omo adwuma ne se omo ayera because of programming no ye sign de omo kosi kwan ne so biem
yeah
omo ayera enti omo nso so ba na omo nso so apiki adwuma no to enlighten other people
okay
enti wo mo anu akohia bi na waboa wo no wahu ni pesu a wo ye na do wasi kwan no na wa kire so odoma nkoma no sei no tie enti wo pese wo hia no a ye sei na ye sei if you say na programming enti kwaira but obi ani nyankopon obi ani asase we so ni nyankopon even omo ka se nyankopon bi hokra no omo ni nyankopon but edi ni said omo ni no enye saa na obi foforo frɛ no nti wo frɛ ni nyankopon ba omo frɛ ni nyankopon but it's the same source of life.
Okay.
Same source of life. It will
okay. It's number 2. So for no sima me meet you.
It will be a oba de no adwuma. Adwuma no kuta ebi ye sunsun adwuma. Ebi ye honam fam adwuma. Enti adwuma no bia wo ne de. Ebi ba bia wo hia obi in the life a. Odoma nkoma beka cho se ko osimesi ho because ono na kuta sa achede no ono akire wo se sei ni sei netie. Nti odoma nkoma ne de wo hia no a. Fa kwan we so na wo betini ne de onsa heden aka.
Okay, next meti de o kana se a enye se watam microphone preaching na chese wo ye nyankopon adwuma na emom se wo odo edi man nyanka awisia kunafo wonso de no a na se wonso ye nyankopon adwuma no.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I see.
You see, when you are in religion, you are taught to hate. Religion will make you hate people. So when you are going to say what, that was our town.
Yeah, muni adwene ba akum.
Yes, religion puts fear in you. And religion will control you. It makes you weak. You can't do anything for yourself. Someone has to do it for you. Now, Avram, onam Ghana, or kansem bebre, nyame ni ho, we ni ho no. Yeah, out of religion, you are quick to come out and condemn him. Quickly. So we have a religious perspective. Obeba be condemn no simple cry. Me nsem a meka no enye ni nyina na beto waso enyo nkyere se me nko na meka no kore ana me nko na ni made.
Yeah,
I can even make mistakes.
Yeah,
but you pick the good ones and you build on it because he a guide. Enyo obi aso na me nsem no eye ma nti enye ma wa mentie because you've not gotten to that level.
Okay, Matthias.
Abraham so or can now me meaning Abraham, we are not equal. A lot of people think that I belong to common sense for Abraham crowd me just only me and I said me sorry more and I still me using a BMC by this time and maybe Abraham can didn't attempt 2000 because that is what religion will do. What you say na ono so ni nsem a o ka no enye ni nyina na ye pe But ebi wo mu a ofa ebe boa. Ebi so wo mu a ofa emwa. Just as I'm also talking.
Yeah.
Dear ebe boa, dear emwa no touching. Because of your level of maturity. Don't listen. Because for all I know, no, ono so true ono unim abodi a omo asore omo nyane nyane abodi omo adwene as that ye adwuma ono oso onyi ni kura se Nyankopon bi wo ho if I'm getting him well nanso true ono no nkofo kura behunu Nyankopon without maybe ono kura woni.
Okay.
Enti no obi a wudwuma obeba beye obi de na ye di dwirigu obi de ye de saya de ye say ni wi a na afe ya san ya den apagya na restore sana obi de ye ti o.
All right.
Enti wo na ugina position you will condemn such people and condemn even yourself.
All right. Afia the second one no say Nyankopon afre special people bi a omonko an betimi ene obo ade no akasa ana because obi ahunu say e wo say okone sofo ho ansana watimi ahunu nyansa ene Nyankopon akasa na say Nyankopon akasa fa ne sofo mu na wono nate obi ebi mu asa adwene bi o mutim so o muntimi Nyankopon kasa yese ne spiritual fathers and spiritual children for no ebegu ni na ase na ono ne Nyankopon akasa bibusa say ye wonkofo bi o mo ye special omo no ene wo ho kwan so mutim ne Nyankopon no kasa na
David yeni bibia sa abode bia e wo ho kwan so otumi ne obo ade kasa se se de me kan ni ani mo no ye wo wa ne ya program e Maame ma example of the programming so that omo hwe wo no ebi betimi e de atoto ne ama ho. Now when you go to schools in Africa, me use Africa because I had here o de opa obi a o Ghana ha o tie me to any schools e wo Africa ha o primary schools, international schools, you go and see see all round popro your friend globe. Yeah, the child you school.
Yeah.
Globe. Okay. Yeah, well, other ones, your friend map. Obekono na bobo nkola classroom. And yeah, the child one there. Now, you invent globe no. Your child inscription be the tally globe na siye. Do up bet me Google no makoshe. Inscription be what globe na siye. O dane na o kind krata no a. Your child say the globe is for decorational purpose. Yeah, the decorative them, yeah, the decorative office. It's not for educational purpose. You find that there. Now, so schools be Africa higher there.
Okay. Okay. Matthias.
That is 1. 2. Map na yedi ye juma yedi chire. Ye wo kro bia continent bia na ne map. So for the typical European map, is different. For Africa, the map is different. Map if Mediterranean seas is different. But so nima yayama Africa, which happens to be a very large continent, on the map, which is supposed to look bigger, and not that small on the map. Because we cannot design a map, if you baby are about the designers a map, but and they are Africa for my name said a continent. Now, Russia,
yeah,
any America,
yeah.
So over map a tenor, you see some of them are Russia and America a far distant. But the genuine map, Russia and America, they share border. Only neighbors. The problem is you are programming someone with wrong information. And now we receive light. Now we're directing. And yes, what corrupt not Jenny. What say I didn't
any almost more corrupt also. Any
opportunity or they are there wrong. Now, make sure another example. Don't say you use toothpaste. Africa, you use toothpaste.
Yeah.
Yen nananom fia de no mo ye mfa bidie ene brode
Ye ne brode.
ananse sare anaduare sokodua owia na opa na wanyam bidie na de abom na de piwo sene ho ena mo beka kire yes sa nyama na nye toothpaste na ye use no ya chiro wo toothpaste no ho se wo mini toothpaste ni bia. First of all, toothpaste na enye ma obi a onya 6 years. And I say, wo mini sa toothpaste ni bia call the poison control unit because it's poison. But because of advertisement, now offer cigarette, cigarette smoking is harmful to your health. Okay. But advertisement be and keeping you glued to it. Advertisement be ama why you blue like untimi nti wo hu fi programming programming TV a yehwe bibia advert aye bibia programming de be dada wa ma wakofa ade even though you know it's not good you will still use it even as at now am kan nkofo bebre will continue to use it.
Wow.
Because you are helpless. Yes.
Wow.
Enti no ye wo wo ho ma omo na nke wo so mo guide o. Okay enye ni papa ko na hu nyankopon ye be guide o. Na wo nyankopon won so guide wo busua wo guide wo ma but nipa petumi it will go Genesis 11 o si mo ma yensi aban tin koso na yenji din ma ye ho ni entra ha na yantre eno na the concept of building church by into your building tower huge auditorium to make a name for ourselves. Okay,
after Matthias, and I say a percent call for by a nasi debiani and ye dinti.
Then we can control them, they will revere us, they will worship us, we become mighty, we have a name.
I see. After Matthias,
mimic ready part 10, the minimum. Se nipa 20 na won community a mienu bia be ko we ho mienu bia be ba me ho me pen santi nchire wo bia
munyina mo be gudi na
yes enu nti de ye kire ne yen
mate point na say
but there's nobody special ono nko na tumi ni nyame kasa. It's wrong program na ma bi ni mu adeda so what adum bi nti wetin ni nyane no na wo boa de nyane because obade ni friend mase mo me be yonkofa me pese me no daily direct because me de many pa ohu ye
yeah
eno Christo manifesting ni bediem no wetumi ni ya be kasa na nyansa bi akoyetim eno kura chire no ye
Nakishina fire
big brain on the beats.
Gonna boy on top, gonna boy. Oh, eeii babuati, bisi ye mawambo. Piao, your food yampano, omwani e piano. Piao, yenke monko, asane ya buwa basu. Piao, de we be brebe, gonna my need ya wo. Yena need ya wo, ekona busi need ya wo. Inyanke, omodide ni nadawoso. Konaba, ya kase, abata ni mabedie. Watch you say, oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Ya kase, abata ni mabedie. Watch you say, oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Ya kase, abata ni mabedie. Oh, watch you say, oh yeah, BEMPAH time. Gaskia, eeii Boatie, unyamisha wo. Jankadabrem, wana wudrin wa muhu. Inyankadabrem, wana wudrin wa muhu. Yeah, we are BEMPAH time. Ya woba time, and so we are BEMPAH time. Yeah. We are BEMPAH time. Ya woba time. We are BEMPAH time. Yemwamo, piao. Yemo money, yemo mo emu. Ekwonaba bwati Ghana boy say wonkwansu eh Agyin bwati ombrepon wonkwansu
Acquah na Agyin bwati aberewo Dokono nana bonsre free nana ne dia wanya mata Ghana boy osoda wase nyado wanka bibia nchewa no wada ne tikwa kire wo eba sanso na osuru enne atagana bosoda wase wada ama anu ama ni dimi Agyin tre ha wona atete nyanka wona oma ne oni bie wona nufu tabara batin kwada nyina adwa no toa wo omo Appea
what try you say oh yeah BEMPAH time aya ye kase one time my baby nipa ya dia wasa ye nipa ya dia wasa na se minya bwati wo kwaso yemo money bia yemo money bia nipa ya dia wasa ye nipa ya dia wasa na se minya bwati wo kwaso yemo money bia yemo money bia what you say oh yeah BEMPAH time yeah you can say what time in my baby what you say oh yeah BEMPAH time yeah you can say what time in my baby oh what you say oh yeah BEMPAH time what you say oh yeah BEMPAH time what you say oh yeah BEMPAH time Nipa dia wasa ye nipa dia wasa na se minya bwati oh yeah BEMPAH time yemo money yeah BEMPAH time yemo money yeah BEMPAH time yemo